Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be in the black heart of London, Brixton. Let's go. You probably wouldn't know it from the way how things are today, but the first black migrants that came to England in a wave were actually subject to discrimination, as well as taunts, as well as getting the fights in the streets. They weren't welcome, and initially at least, Brixton was their home away from home. So let me tell you guys about the Windrush generation. The Windrush people were the first groups of folks in the Caribbean who are coming into Brixton. Now, this group mainly came from Jamaica. However, you had groups coming from other islands as well. My family actually came to Britain for a while, and actually some of them stayed. Brixton is changing, right? And it's important to preserve this history as much as we can as things go on and as they change. What you just heard was Trini Steel Pan. You guys ready to get a little bit deeper into culture? Here we go. Wray & Nephew is probably one of the strongest rums in the Caribbean. I actually know of only one that's stronger, Trinidadian Punchin', but today we're gonna drink some Wray & Nephew. See, Wray & Nephew. You know why Ray didn't have any sons? Because he drank his own rum, that's why. For whatever reason, whenever I got sick as a kid, this would double as a form of medicine. Yes. Yeah. Following the Windrush generation came several generations of other Caribbean migrants, as well as migrants from Africa and Latin America. And that diversity is actually represented here today. Let's see what's good in the marketplace here. So you have some West African clothing behind me, a lot of dashikis over here, and other stuff from Africa. Yeah, you got your No Doubt. You got your No Doubt counterfeit bags, but no beef, nobody cares. Okay. You see? Yeah, those fishnet shirts used to be really popular back in the day. My dad used to have one of those fishnet shirts. I wonder if he still has it. You know, even though a lot of these stores are owned by Asians, a lot of the things that they sell cater to the Caribbean population that lived or still lives here. This is hot pepper. It's a staple in Caribbean cooking. I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking it's not ideal coconut weather. It's not, but I still want one. Let's see if they're juicy. I actually don't think that they have a lot of water in them, so forward we go. There's a place that this reminds me of back in Brooklyn. It's called Flatbush Avenue. Particularly Flatbush Junction is where it reminds me of. A lot of people, a lot of fruits, vegetables, meat markets, etc. I'll tell you the truth, I'm extremely critical of British food. all around, even if it's ethnic. However, let's give Refill Eatery a try. All right, so I have two things going right now, or rather three things going. I have Ting, which a lot of people know and love. It's a grapefruit soda, it's amazing. Then I have Aki and saltfish tucked into some dumpling, fried dumpling. And then we have jerk chicken and rice and peas, which is probably the most well-known dish in Jamaica. It's not a national dish, but it's well-known. Let's dig in. So here you have Aki and saltfish, right? Now, Aki and saltfish is actually the national dish of Jamaica. Normally, it's more of like a homey thing where you have a fried dumpling and you tuck it inside and you eat it with it, or you grab it with the fried dumpling. Okay, so let's give it a shot. This is good. It's nice. It wants a little bit more saltfish, but I'll eat it as is because it tastes good. Good flavor on it. The thing about Aki that's really, really refreshing is it's not super sweet. It's like a little bit of a salty edge that they put on it. And with the saltfish, it's just the right combination. As I said earlier, jerk chicken is probably the most well-known dish from Jamaica outside of Jamaica. So let's dig in here. You know, when it comes to jerk chicken, you actually don't want jerk chicken or jerk anything fresh. It's better the second and third day. That way the seasoning and the pimento gets to soak into the meat. It's important to note that it's not just a Jamaican thing here. You have all different types of people here, all different types of cuisines. I will be honest, there is some gentrification that's occurring here in Brixton. Let's go visit some of it. And as usual, security is giving me shit for filming. I don't know, it seems to be a theme. Anytime I step into a space where they have a little bit of money, they're always troubling me. Whatever.
But their rule enforcement is no match for the stealth record.
Physically and emotionally that went into that game last week. There's nothing to be won or gained from kind of making people feel bad in this last week of the tournament. So you know
The streets are rather alert right now because a middle-aged man threw a bottle at his friend. And next, his group would turn their attention to me and me filming in their neighborhood.
So this is actually the first time that this happened to me, where someone who's had a problem with me filming, and he was cursing and going on and so forth. And you guys know me, well, maybe you know me. I'm direct, and if we have a problem, I'm gonna go and talk to you. So I went up to and I talked to him, and he was saying that he had an issue with me filming in his neighborhood and not coming to talk to him. So I said, listen, I'm here now, suck. And then he calmed down. There was a moment there where the East Flatbush jumped out of me, and now I have to reel it back in. After a few generations, the Caribbean population here in Brixton is starting to disappear a little bit. So future generations need to know what used to be here and the culture that was celebrated. All right? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.